Aloha ina kako. This is Brother Andre Perez, coming to you from 9,000 foot level of Mauna Kea. Just a report update on what's going on the Mauna. Why we're here, what we're doing here. Of course, we all know the struggle to protect Mauna Kea from the continued development of these monstrosity telescopes that just not only cause physical environmental damage, but also cause emotional damage, spiritual damage, damage to the Hawaiian community through the disrespectful desecration of our sacred places, sacred spaces. So there's an encampment going on here, largely led by Kanuha and Lanakila, Manguel, and we just came up to support them, to really offer whatever we can offer to Kokua, Kako'o. I'm here on behalf of our Hui on Oahu, Mana, Movement for Aloha no Ka'aina. My main purpose was to bring up a PA sound system that I fundraised for them so they could have a constant ability to broadcast messages to the people, to provide entertainment, to really just to keep the energy high, keep the movement energized and upbeat. So we're very excited to really get this sound system and put it into use. Later on today, Kalekoa, firebrand populist speaker, will be addressing the people here, talking about liberation through education, and later we'll have a discussion on cultural resistance tactics, on how the Hui here can incorporate cultural concepts and themes into the resistance, and bring in spirituality and even religion into the fold of the effort to protect Mauna Kea. But as you can see, there's a lot of activity going on. Every single day, there's at least a couple hundred people up here holding it down, occupying the Aina. You see in the back behind me, the brothers are building a hale, a traditional hale. As many of us know, in the late 70s, the Protect Kaho'olawe Ohana built a hale on Kaho'olawe as a symbol of occupation, as a symbol of settlement, as a symbol of claiming of Hawaiian lands. And so I think in that same spirit, it's important that this hale be built as it'll be a symbol of KANAKA in this place. And it'll be a beacon of strength and mana for the people. So we got in yesterday, and we're fortunate to witness the ho'okipa, the welcoming protocol for several hula halau, and just hundreds of people on the highway, flying all the colors, flags, and the energy is just real high. The people everybody pitches in. The laulima is impeccable. The lokahi, everyone just working together, preparing food, cleaning up, emptying the rubbish. Every morning, camp is clean. They rake up, and just that malama aina is being exemplified here in the camp. As you can imagine, with a sort of a camp of this type, it can get messy. It can get little out of control, but in this particular case, the camp is clean, very well organized, and we're just here to support. We recognize that, this, along with all the other issues, are sovereignty issues, and if we don't really strive to puka true towards that sovereignty and independence, we're going to be here continually, forever. If we don't regain control over our national lands, if we don't regain control of our nation, we're just going to keep repeating this cycle. As I've always said, it's just like taking aspirin for cancer. So one of the things that we want to do is be able to help elevate some analysis and consciousness on how these issues interrelate, how Mauna Kea is part of Kapu Aloha, which is part of East Maui, which is part of Haleakala, and how all of these issues really go back to the state mismanaging our resources and our land and keeping us at the bottom of the priority. And so we have to work together to really assert our power and push back to regain our power. And for me, personally, as an independence person, sovereignty and independence, that's the solution for us. And it's not going to be easy, and it's not going to be tomorrow. And we know that, we accept that, and that's okay. But we got to struggle. What else is there? All there is a struggle for our liberation. And it may be multi-generational. I'm okay with that. So here we are. And it's an honor and a privilege to be able to come out here, to be embraced and welcomed by the hui here on the Mauna, and to be able to contribute and give back in whatever little way we can. I really want to focus on the tactics that they're utilizing. I think that the tactics that are being employed here are really powerful, and I think are really crucial to this struggle. Resistance and confrontation with aloha and dignity. The workers, the construction, the police must be confronted. Aloha is not passive. Aloha aina is certainly not passive. The tactic of blocking the road, forcing arrests, is probably the best thing that ever happened to this struggle, to the big picture of the struggle to protect Mauna Kea. I do not think we would have this kind of synergy, this kind of response from the Lahui, this kind of uprising if it wasn't for the 31 Kanaka who put it on the line on that first day and got arrested. That was critical. As a tactic, I think we need to continue to force that issue, not without good analysis, not being well planned and well thought out. It must be well thought out and must be well planned. But we're not gonna be able to win this battle if we don't get the masses rising up in critical mass. And to achieve critical mass, we need these kinds of catalysts. We need Hawaiians to put it on the line, and all of us are willing to do the same. So I'm very proud and honored to be amongst these Kanaka who are just holding it down on the Mauna and really ready to do whatever it takes to protect the sacred mountain. The message to the Lahui, I think, is everybody should plan at some point when you're capable or when you're able to make the pilgrimage out here, to come and see what's happening here at the 9,000 foot level of Mauna Kea, be a part of this struggle. I don't think it's going to be 1 week, 2 weeks, or 3 weeks. I think it's going to be a prolonged struggle. I think everybody's going to have a chance to make a contribution, and I encourage everyone to come out when you can, experience this Mauna. People got to go up to the top, to the summit, to feel and experience what we're fighting for. You got to be able to feel, see and feel what this is all about, and I am confident that once our people go up, it activates that inner spirit, that strength and perseverance for fighting for the right thing. What we're doing is right. Naysayers will come out and try to make it like we're anti-technology. We're not anti-technology, we're anti-desecration, and there is no mitigation for desecration. So we've given up much land, much sacred space. We've made a lot of concessions to the settlers here, and we have to draw the line and say no more. This is not about technology. This is about Hawaiians saying no more. We can no longer equate concessions with progress, because this progress doesn't really do much for our Lahui. We're still at the bottom of the socio-economic ladder. We're still at the bottom of health and education standards, statistics. We're still at the bottom of everything. we're still at the top of incarceration. We're still at the top of obesity, and our mortality rates are the worst. So this is what it's all about. This is about Hawaiians who have become the most dispossessed, the most disenfranchised, the most alienated in our homeland, saying no more. This is not about anti-technology, or this is not about, Hawaiians are putting up a fight only now. This fight has been going on for well over 10 years, closer to 20. The reason why we have a critical mass now is because now there's something tangible to fight. There's bulldozers, there's excavators on the mountain, there's construction workers who are willing to come up and operate those machines to rip up the mountain. So that's what this is about. This is about the critical mass responding to the physical threat. The physical threat is here, right in now. The previous years, it's been in the courts, it's been in these BLNR hearings, and we were there, Hawaiians were there opposing this. So now the landscape has changed. They're here with the dozers, so we're here in front of them. So anyways, to the lahui, aloha, aloha aina. Hope to see you up here. I hope I can come back as much as possible and really just experience this honor to see this uprising. And my whole activist life, this is the day that I've dreamed for, where critical mass, where we finally reach that catalyst that activates us into action. Mahalo, mahalo nui.